We're back.
We are back with episode 127 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Yeah.
It's time to pack our bags because guess what? We got a new country under our belt. Who do you think it is?
Hungary.
No, it is Pakistan.
Dang it.
That's why we're packing our bags.
I was hungry.
I thought you might catch on. I think we already had Hungary at one point.
Maybe.
But it doesn't matter because you're hungry either way.
Wait, Pakistan. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour, Pakistan. Shout out to all y'all if you're still listening, but you probably clicked it by mistake because only, I don't know, only a certain amount of people want to have the most joy they can have in their lives by listening to this podcast.
If you're listening to the Until Next Week podcast, you drive a Ford F-150.
Or anything else.
With Pro Tow package, including 400 horsepower.
Anything else? And GPS.
GPS.
No CD players in ours because we got too bougie of vehicles. But this intro doesn't make a lot of sense, so we're going to get right into it with episode 127 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Shout out to being able to text on
Computers.
MacBooks, yeah.
You can do the same thing on PCs.
No, that's not true.
You can't.
way.
Do you remember the old Mac PC commercials back in the day?
No.
Where they just tried to make the PC guy look all nerdy. He's like, I'm
Yeah, I
a
do remember
Mac.
that.
I'm in a suit and I have whatever. And I'm a PC. I
With
have
glasses
more
on.
flexibility and I'm kind of cooler than you. And
It's not true.
then they stopped it for some reason because they wanted to cause more division.
I love division, personally.
What's your favorite? I'm more multiplication.
I was going to
personally.
say long division.
Oh, I already took the joke from you.
Take it.
So what are you going to say now?
We are on a road for 5-star reviews.
Yes, we are on a road for 5-star reviews. Leave us a 5-star review if you have not. If you're just finding us by mistake, hit subscribe immediately so you never miss another word from the Until Next Week podcast.
Welcome to our AM recordings.
Yeah, our AM
We
recordings.
usually record late at night, but this is in the morning right now.
Yeah,
By morning, I
which
mean
I'm sure you could tell by
10:45.
how joyous we are right now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Anything else there?
I spanked Samuel's butt at Pickleball last night.
Oh gosh, they didn't need to know what we do. That was kind of rough. It would be grinds my gears, I feel like, but we were going to record last night. Ultimately, we ended up playing some pickleball. Dane was kind of this chilling. Then I showed up and it's like, okay, it's go time. Time to get a little sweaty. And I'm like, I'm already sweaty, so let's get into it.
You arrive sweaty.
Yeah, it's if you're always sweaty, you don't got to get sweaty.
It's true.
But yeah, we played for a while, had some good shots here and there, but I got spanked, like you said, over and over again. I'm like, stop. I don't need this. Let's team up and play together and spank other people together.
I think me and my partner won 5 or 6 games in a row against you.
We had some close ones.
True, the first one was really good.
But the issues with having partners in pickleball is whoever you're playing with is always, no matter what, is always drastically worse than you.
What are you saying about Lauren?
I kind of forgot that we did play together. Just whenever you're playing, you always have to have the mentality the other person stinks.
True.
And even if they're a pro, to you, they stink. You have to be the best person in your own mind.
Yeah.
And that didn't help me out very much yesterday.
My Instagram algorithm is getting me a lot more TikTok, or not TikTok.
Your Instagram algorithm is getting you TikToks?
Yeah, this is weird now.
You're confused, okay.
But pickleball videos. And then I'm learning some things off of there, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I should do this now.
What have you learned?
That after, on like the third shot, so you serve, return, and then the third shot that you hit, so if you're the server, your next shot, you should hit a third shot, drop shot every time.
Yeah, that is true.
And I was like, what? Which means like hit it into the kitchen, like dink it into the kitchen.
And you know the reason for that?
To get into dinking.
So you can be in the kitchen area.
Yeah.
And also something else is you want to have control. Ideally, if you and your partner can be up to the kitchen line and the other people are back, you have a much higher probability of winning the point.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So,
but I think if I hit the third shot into the kitchen, then they're going to be at the kitchen with us.
Yeah, and then you just got to trust your skills there.
Hopefully they pop up, we can just slam it. Because all the dudes online looked really good, which they are. But if we were playing in the tournament, I think we would just clean up doing that.
Yeah. What tournament?
The one at Classic Yard.
Oh, that one, yeah. I feel like that's what I've kind of told you for a long time. We should dink. And you're like, no. I'll just do whatever I want.
Yeah, dinking sucks. I'm an American.
The issue is you have to both be on board And if someone's like not wanting to dink, they're like, I must do my own thing. I'm like, this won't work. You have to have the same mindset if you want to actually win.
Well, I can put it anywhere I want it to whenever I drive it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, this is a good shot too. If I can hit a good shot.
Which nowadays, I think it is starting to turn a little bit where some people are going more so with the power shots. Because if you hit power shots right at someone's feet, they still can't do anything.
That's the point. Because even if they get it back, then they pop it up to you.
Yeah. So it's either you have to be very strategic with how you do that, or you get into the dinking realm and let the other person make a mistake. Or like when they make a mistake, they hit too hard, then you kill it at them. Or whatever else.
I think you saw it last night where I'll hit it and like the ball gets to you and it just drops.
Yeah.
Because my top spin on it.
Yeah. Which I was fine for the most part, but then near the end, I was like, oh my word, I just want to be done. But I mean, I played pretty well, all things considered. It just, again, there was different levels of people playing.
True.
And not always were we all on the same wavelength. And that's okay. That's okay.
I wonder if I was the best one at the entire park last night. There were some pretty good people.
I would say there's probably some surprisingly good people in other groups we didn't play with. But I mean, you would have been one of the better people.
I wanted to play the little small college boys.
That's because they were shirtless.
I wanted to play them and make them put their shirts back on.
No, you wanted to take your shirt off.
No.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole reason. You just kept looking over. I'm like, man.
No,
they're sweaty, but they're glistening. It's kind of nice.
No, they're being loud and hooting and hollering, and I was like, I want to destroy you and make you question playing pickleball ever again.
Yep, and we were there with our small groups, right? Small group,
yes.
Yeah.
What?
And then if they want to destroy other people,
everybody knows this is my mentality.
Come to our small group so I can beat you. Dang it.
Hi, everybody. Yes, Jesus loves you, and he wants a relationship with you. But also, I'm going to end you.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you in pickleball. You have no hope whatsoever, except hope in Jesus.
Yeah, the only hope you have is in Jesus. It's going to take an act from him for you to win.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Speaking of Jesus,
and I'm kidding.
I think you're going on some camps with church or something.
So my updates of the week here.
Yep.
Is Camp Bonanza. I'm going on our summer camp here Sunday through Wednesday. So if you're listening to this anytime before Wednesday, I am at camp right now.
Wow.
And I'm probably really questioning a lot of things because who knows what the kids have done to me by now. And there is one thing happening. So people...
only one thing happening?
No, there's lots of things happening. There's so many things happening.
So what is happening?
That's really confusing.
What is the one thing that's happening?
So this thing that you guys should know is that they made a shirt for me that's bright orange like my hair. And they wrote beans on it, beans period. And they said, I'm going to have to wear it for like the whole day, one of the days.
Are you going to eat a lot of bacon?
No.
During this time?
They call me Beans, though, because my coworker...
They liked Even Stevens.
No. My coworker, my last name is Beesmeyer, right? And then one time I was being...
Wait. What?
It's not just Dane, I guess.
Oh, I thought it was Lindsay's brother.
No, Lindsay sucks.
Hey. She's retired now.
She is retired.
You can't make fun of retired people.
Retired at 26 is pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Awesome.
All for having a baby.
Man. Makes you think.
No. But so my coworker was like, I was being ridiculous, and he goes, whatever, Beansmeyer. And then my boss goes, yes, your name is Beans.
I wanted to think of a nickname this whole time for you.
And he changed my name on his phone to Beans, just Beans. And then after that, I became Bean Slayer. And they're like, whatever, Bean Slayer. And then when I'm being especially ridiculous, they call me Dave the Bean Slayer. And there's a short novel being written about it right now.
I mean, you could have a long novel if you just used AI, but also then it wouldn't be very creative, and writers out there would hate you, and Lauren would have some thoughts.
Yeah, sorry, Lauren.
Yeah. We'll get to you later.
So that's one of the things happening at camp. We're doing a bunch of videos, morning shows, games, etc., barn dances. It's going to be ridiculous.
What are the chances of dodgeball happening?
Oh, 100%. I planned that.
I love dodgeball. Dodgeball's the best thing about summer camp.
Yeah. So I'm running that game the very first night.
Okay. Jesus is number one, but right underneath. Right as close as you can be without not actually going over, because obviously
kids
Jesus
getting hit in the face.
Yeah, that's number two.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So I wrote down, I think, 6 different ways to play dodgeball, because I got to fill up like a 45-minute period. And I'm like, okay, I got this. I think I can do this. And even if it like goes over that, which there's no way they play 6 different kinds of dodgeball in less than 45 minutes.
No.
Yeah, but if they do, I'm like, okay, we'll just switch sides or do guys versus girls or something like that. There's so many variations off of dodgeball.
How many leaders do you think there'll be, give or take?
I know exactly how many leaders there's going to be.
Like over 10?
There's 11.
You could also at some point do all the leaders against all the kids.
I can't. Because
why not?
There's 2 different things going on at the same time. So there's dodgeball and another game happening at the same time.
And
then they switch.
Hypothetically, you could at the very end be like, okay, all the kids get out there.
Oh yeah.
We have all the leaders. All the leaders, if you're super outnumbered, then it could be like all the leaders get 2 lives and then you just go for it. No, because then the kids love it. It's like, I get to destroy beans? Let's go.
Oh, man.
I hit beans in the beans.
Oh, no. Bean.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I was so disrespectful to your bean.
No, they, what's it called? We played dodgeball 2 weeks ago at like our summer social.
Did anyone die?
Almost, man. There's some kids getting smacked in the face. Yeah. And I always do it where if guys get hit in the face, they are out. If girls get hit in the face, they're not out. That's a headshot.
Yeah, that's good. That's
standard.
I mean, they need to. That's their moneymaker.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I don't know. They need this. Who cares what guys look like?
Take it.
Keep talking.
I don't support Samuel's views. I think women could do anything.
They can.
But yeah, we played that, and then we did leaders versus students, and then the students beat us because there was like 40 kids versus like 7 leaders.
Yeah.
In like a smaller gym too, so we can't like avoid it.
Okay, but hear me out. Smaller gyms are actually helpful sometimes because back when we would do, like when I was a counselor,
when kids would hide
at Kanakuk and stuff. Well, usually we would play like on the tennis courts, and they're like big, so there's tons of space behind there. Yeah. So at some point, you can throw it and you won't hit anybody.
Stand in the corner.
But there was one time it was raining a lot. It was one of my last years at campus, like a counselor, and we went in like the basketball like arena, like gym. So then the kids don't have space to run. So if you at the very beginning, because it's like counselors versus kids, give or take, it's 40 to 50 people against 200 plus.
Oh my goodness.
Something like that. But it gets to the point at the beginning, you throw anything. You're hitting somebody. You're hitting somebody. Like someone gets out of the way, person behind them hit. So you just they start dwindling.
You just throw out a spot.
Yeah, you just throw it low and it'll hit someone and they can't run anywhere. So it gets to the point where we had studs. And one of those studs was the Jack Holmgren from Florida.
Whoa.
And he
minus the stud part.
He'll send in a voice memo about this. I'm sure he will. But he was a pitcher, like in college for baseball and stuff.
Allegedly.
Yeah. And also, when we play this, like obviously our shirts come off because we have to show how shredded we are, including
What
Jack.
about purity, Samuel?
If it's all guys, it's okay. For dodgeball.
That's true.
But yeah, we had an epic showing and just destroyed all the kids. And it came to the end where it was like 10 counselors or more against like one kid who's just like scared in the back.
How did you
like have mercy? And then I think I nailed him in the legs, and then we celebrated. And
how did you keep the kids from cheating? If there's 200 of them, like if I get hit and there's 200 of us, I'm just not. There's
still people who will call you out. There's still like judges on the side.
I was gonna say I just wouldn't go out.
And if it's like, especially if the counselors and you hit them, you will get mad if they don't go out, and you're like, you better leave. You better leave.
Well, what I would do if I was trying to cheat, I would get hit and then kind of walk off to the side, but then really go to the back. Yeah. And then wait a few minutes and then try to see if they're
for the most part, I guess it's near the end of camp, and hopefully something sunk in at some point about
Absolutely
maybe
not.
having humility or following the rules, or just being scared of the leaders. So
maybe
a combination of one of those 3 items will lead them to staying out. And if you come back in and someone notices, you will get chewed out. So we take dodgeball very seriously.
Obviously,
we actually call it war ball.
War ball.
So
I made a girl cry in high school playing dodgeball.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was about dodgeball or something else.
We don't need to talk about other stuff.
Okay.
But no, we played dodgeball in high school, and it got down to just me and her, or like there was like 3 of them, and I eliminated the other 2. And
3 of them?
3. There was like 2 dudes, and then her.
Okay.
I got the dudes out first, and then it's just me and her, and I'm throwing it as hard as I can, and it hit the gym wall and roll back to me. And so it was like firing squad.
Yeah.
And it was like around her. She just standing there, and it hits like right next to her head. She goes,
like, stop, please. Like, no, this means something to me.
I kind of felt bad at that one.
But you ended up getting her out.
We had to execute her. Yes.
Yeah. Shout out.
And then, so Dane camp is going to be pretty fun, long, exhausting, really cool. There's like at this moment, camp starts tomorrow, and there's like a million things in my head. I'm like, I need to do this and this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
And so, but it's like, that's just how it always feels. And people were like, how do you feel about it? Are you nervous? And I'm like, the way I feel about our big 3 events, which is like fall retreat, we have like a D now, and then we have camp.
Yeah.
The way I feel about all of them is that no matter how prepared I am, I will never feel like prepared enough.
Yeah. I get that.
There's always something to keep doing. And these parents keep coming back with more questions and this and that.
Yeah.
One asked me if they could have a personal refrigerator. And so
why? Do they have a need for it, or are they just hungry?
They do have a need for it. I can't disclose why, though.
Okay, so they probably have like diabetes or something. That's my guess. But
I can't disclose
but
why, Samuel.
You aren't saying it.
Yeah.
I'm making guesses. Because one other quick thing about camp back in the day, when I was a camper, you weren't allowed to have snacks, outside food, anything in the cabins, unless one of your fellow campers or something has like a medical need. Our guy, it was dope. He had diabetes. So that way he had all the snacks. And he was like, guys, you want some? So then and especially then the counselor's like, yeah, give me some of those chips or something. It was crazy because you weren't allowed to have it. But then he had the whole hookup because he needed it, but then he would share with like everybody.
Yeah, because you could legit like get your blood sugar back to level with just a piece of gum.
Yeah.
But he has all these snacks.
That's the hookup. You have a kid in your cabin with diabetes and you're set.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Other news. Dane kind of got promoted. But not really.
That just mean you didn't get fired?
Yes.
Okay.
But no, on Sundays, I'm what's called a zone leader now.
Okay.
So like the entire youth building I'm in charge of on Sundays now.
Like security?
No.
Okay.
I'm not security.
So what are you doing exactly?
I'm in charge of everything set up and tear down if anybody has any needs there.
And you're getting paid more for this, right?
Absolutely not. I'm not getting paid at all. But so I kind of got promoted there. I also have my very own intern now. So
that's what they call it.
Yeah. Well, I have an intern as well who I'm developing, and they really want to learn how to teach more and better and things like that. And so he's going to be really cool. He's going to be following me around like on Mondays and Wednesdays.
But he's not cool yet.
He is cool.
Well, you said he's going to be cool.
Well, going forward, he's also going to be cool.
Okay. He'll be cooler because he's hanging with you.
Yeah, he's coming to camp. And I told him, I was like, listen, you started last week, and your development really starts when we get back from camp.
Yes.
Right now, nothing exists in the world other than
except for camp and dodgeball. So start training, get the arm loose, and we'll
it's really
knock out some kids.
And dodgeball is underneath camp.
Okay. So it's Jesus, camp,
yes,
dodgeball.
That's literally how my head's going right now.
That's the big 3.
Really, it's Jesus, camp, my talk that I'm giving on Tuesday that I haven't written yet.
No, dodgeball's above that.
It's hard because I'm giving this talk, and I kind of explained it last week, but it's supposed to be, we have a guy coming in doing the teachings, and I'm supposed to give a practical application talk about his talk.
Yeah, the talk about the talk.
The talk about the talk.
Yeah, like I said before, like there's the podcast about the podcast. You're doing the talk about the talk.
And I'm like, in my head, like the more I try to write, I'm like, well, I have no idea what he's going to say. And I know I'm going to get there Monday night and be like, well, I was going to say that. I was going to say this.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, dang. So, but we'll figure it out. I might bring in some like papers, be like, hey, everybody break up and go do this now. Come back in like 5 minutes. I don't know.
Let's go. You'll kill it. So
it'll be great. Other than that, I have my intern. Oh, bachelor party.
Another one?
I went to I was another groomsmen at a wedding last weekend.
Shout out.
And what
always the bachelor, always the groomsmen, not the groom. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
27 suits instead of dresses.
I don't know how many I have.
Yeah. Okay.
I do have a bunch now.
What happened there? Any highlights, lowlights, etc.?
So
because last week we were recording as it started.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I was supposed to be there right when it happened. So I go there. We play poker. We didn't play for real money.
Did it hurt her?
No. We don't. There are no girls at the bachelor party,
you just
Samuel.
Said you poked her.
No, I didn't. But we started playing poker, and we didn't play for real money. We should have played for real money because Dane cleaned up.
Is that why you got promoted?
No.
You was like, hey, I can't get money, but hey, can I get a promotion at church?
Like I counted. So it was like we hypothetically did like $50 buy-in, but like it wasn't actual money. We're just like, hey, these chips are worth this. And just one of my chip stacks, like one of the colors, I had $85 in that stack.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even count the other one. So I probably would have doubled or tripled my money.
Are we both low-key really good at like gambling?
I love gambling.
Because back in the day, K-Life, before K-Life was gone for 9 or 10 years and came back, maybe this is why it left Springfield in the first place.
Yeah.
We had a poker night.
Ooh.
and we had like legitimately like several different like casino games set up. I was tearing up at craps. Like I was like 8th grade Samuel. Like I killed it. I had the second most winnings of everyone. And I ended up getting a t-shirt for it.
See?
Still have that t-shirt to this day because
should.
it was one of my biggest accomplishments in history. Yes. It was also funny because we did all this casino and gambling night in the basement of a church. And I don't think they know what happened, but we won't talk about that.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No,
Good times.
The wedding was cool. We played a bunch of video games. I was handcuffed and blindfolded to 8 other dudes and thrown in jail.
So that's 4th time this year?
At least.
Yeah.
No, this was
common occurrence at this point.
Go ahead and comment below what do you think Dane did to get into this predicament.
And they were pink and furry handcuffs, right?
No, they were real handcuffs. They were not pink and furry, meatball. So I'm revealing to you now what it was. It was an escape room.
Oh.
And we escaped with 33 seconds left, I think.
I think any room could be an escape room if you're locked in.
Oh, yeah.
Like technically, like
could've kicked the
prisons and
walls
jails, they're just really big escape rooms.
They are. You have to think about it.
Yeah,
You have a lot of time to think about it, too.
Yeah. So that's fun.
So that was fun. The wedding was cool. And speaking of weddings, you might have a different wedding that you may have gone to.
Yeah, my sister got married. Rachel, shout out. That was last week.
Sisters getting married are the worst.
Yeah, because it made my eyes all sweaty. And I was like, why are they doing this? Stop it. I know I have hyperhidrosis, but it's not supposed to come through my eyes.
Starting to burn my eyes.
I know. So that kind of stunk. But besides that, basically, how do I want to go about this? I'm trying to find my notes. That's how I want to go about it. I'll start with the first things first. I mean, first things first, yes, she got married.
I'm the realist. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Her wedding planner, I don't know if I already told you this, is also a listener of the podcast. Do you know who this is?
You have told me, but I can't remember who it was. Hold on. Sarah!
Yes, Sarah. Yes. I had never met her before, but I heard like after like one of the rehearsals or something, I guess it came up that she listens to the podcast. It also, when I heard her name, I'm like, yeah, she hasn't bought a shirt. So I guess my mom or someone was giving her crap. It's like, hey, whenever like we first like met, it's like, hey, this is the person that listens to the podcast, and she just tried to walk away. It's like, oh man, I didn't think I'd ever meet my heroes.
My heroes. She said that, or you said that?
I was thinking that was my thought process.
Because you met your mom.
Yeah, but she was the wedding planner, very solid, did a good job. But I was kind of the backup wedding planner. I found out I always kept being given different duties here and there, and some of these were very, very last minute. Like the night before, I'm like, this would have been nice knowing in advance.
Hey, we need a bouquet.
It wasn't necessarily that, but originally I thought I was just going to be like, quote unquote, like the DJ.
Yeah.
Or at least helping curate the playlist. Yeah. And I was given a playlist by my sister, and it was just a random assortment of songs. I'm like, this can't be it.
You can't just go in this.
You can't just shuffle a random order. You got to go through. So between myself and Lauren, we kind of curated the playlist.
Yeah.
Made it basically banger after banger after banger, etc.
Slow dance, banger, banger, banger.
Been to enough like college ministry type dances or other weddings where like I know what hits.
The church clap, the Cupid shuffle.
I know what hits and what doesn't hit. Church clap was, surprisingly, that was the only Christian rap song that I played. Nice. But I think it was the only one that was in the original playlist. But obviously, we're mainly white, so we know how to do the dance. It was pretty crazy. There was a lot of line dances, and we hit them all very aggressively.
Dang it.
But yeah, got the playlist set up, started doing that like later on in the night. But before that, I was also like the MC randomly. So I had to make sure the whole event was going smoothly. And I'm like, what do I do? What do I play? So I got to introduce the wedding parties, like the groomsmen.
And now,
yeah, they at the last more last second stuff. They're like, hey, we want to come in and do like the I can't think, like not like the cha-cha,
the
Macarena, or like do something along those lines.
I don't know.
And they're like, we need some sort of song for this. I'm like, thanks for telling me 30 minutes beforehand. So I ended up playing that Pitbull song, Fireball. Because that worked. The conga line, that was the word.
The conga line.
Yeah, so I got to play that for them.
How are they going to start a conga line with the two of them on an entrance?
Well, it's the groomsmen.
It was all the groomsmen?
Yeah, all the groomsmen together. Yeah,
so
all the groomsmen came together, all the bridal party came together, and then the couple came together.
See, that's different.
What's different?
So sometimes
you introduce like Guy and a girl together.
Yeah, like that was mine. I
So-
came in with the girl and I had to come up with something.
which is actually typically what I've seen in the past. But
Right.
this one, they're like doing all the groomsmen together.
I've seen both.
So the groomsmen all came in, played that, and I played Get Your Head in the Game for the girls because some of them had played basketball in the past. Like from High School Musical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they did that, and then I had to have the couple come in with their song because I guess they wanted to be introduced, and it was something sweet or cheesy, and I'm like, that's not as fun as Pitbull and Fireball. But had that, and then I got to have the power to introduce and play their first songs, first dances, and again, similarly, it's not good playing the whole song for the dances because a 5-minute song is okay, so it's going
really
and going
long.
and going. So they're like, you can cut it off at 2-ish minutes. And then the wedding planner, Sarah, was like, maybe 1 to 2 minutes. And then I'm like, I'm going to play this aggressively by ear and just kind of whenever I feel like stopping the song, I'll stop it. So
Well, the DJ should just look at the vibes and kind of feel the vibes.
yeah, and that's what I was trying to do. So I was able to do that. At first, though, I was kind of cutting the songs pretty abruptly.
Oh.
And then I was like, wait, if I turn the volume down, then it's kind of like a smooth transition. And I think by the time I got to the first dance songs, I was transitioning out of them better compared to just be a hard cutoff.
You're supposed to mix it into it better.
Yeah. So I was able to do that. It ended up going pretty well. And then I had to do the father-daughter first dance and then the mother-son first dance or whatever they call it. And again, I was getting better as I went along, so that was good. One of the most important things besides being a DJ is I had the power to say who got food first.
True.
Introducing the tables.
And now the DJ is going to go first.
I know. And I should have taken bribes. I could have cleaned up there.
Love bribes.
I did not end up doing that, but again, should have done it. Could have made a lot of money.
Maybe.
And then really besides that, the main thing was being the DJ. Overall, it went pretty well after we reordered the songs. Every once in a while, I was kind of seeing how the vibe was, and I'd run over to my phone, figure out how to order, maybe rearrange some songs quickly, just to kind of see how are people doing. And for the most part, people are staying out there. It wasn't a situation where a song comes on and everybody sits down. There was always a minimum of probably 10 plus people the entire night. And it was an hour and a half to 2 hours of dancing. And I'm like, I might be the best DJ ever at a wedding.
Ever.
Because how many times have you gone to a wedding, they play a song and everybody leaves?
This past wedding I was at, that kind of happened.
Yeah.
I was like, man, these songs suck. Way too much Justin Bieber.
Yeah. I think I might have had a Baby and maybe Somebody to Love. Something like those two for Biebers. I kept it pretty good.
They played Baby and I was like, okay, I get it. Then they played some other one and I was like, dude, I don't even know the song and this song sucks. And then I don't know what that high-pitched screaming sound was from all the bridesmaids.
Yeah. So we started off the night with I Got a Feeling.
Yeah.
I think the second song hit the Cupid Shuffle. Just to keep the energy going, just in case not everybody's out there yet.
Yeah.
Now they're out there.
Get them all out there.
Some other, line dance songs.
Yeah.
Church Clap we had, like I mentioned. What's that? Footloose.
That's
another
a good
one.
Fishing in the Dark.
Did not have that. That would have been a good one. Had the wobble. You have to do that every once in a while.
Can't do wobble.
You can't do wobble?
Too crazy.
It is a little crazy, but it is
They didn't play Low by Flow Rider.
I did play Low.
Yeah.
You guys didn't?
We didn't.
You should have hired me.
I was like, that's my song.
We had Low. We had Yeah. I mean,
They did Yeah.
I should have pulled up the playlist because it was hitting aggressively.
It's funny how those songs are relegated to weddings now.
I know, but they're so good of songs. And I think at the end of the night, overall, it went very well. They still are married to this day, I think. And I heard multiple people say that might have been the best wedding playlist I've ever heard. It stayed hype. And because my sister's younger, a lot of it's college age people. So
Young guy.
I was hitting with the college crowd pretty well, the young adults crowd,
Grandma, Grandpa.
older adults crowd, and then some older people crowd. I had a good variety. So that was very nice. The only hiccups, because I'm surprised there were hiccups, is I had my this new Garmin, that I've been using, and it was connected to Bluetooth. And at one point, again, I was trying to track my exercise, and I clicked a button, and it started reading off the Garmin stats over the speakers during the dance. And I'm like, oh, sorry everybody,
1,000 calories.
It got a nice laugh. I was like, I'm sorry, this isn't good. And then at the very end of the night, like the speakers died.
Oh,
or like it had like a Bluetooth receiver that plugged into the speaker.
Yeah.
And I guess after that was going for 5 hours because
tough.
it played like the dinner music, the first dances, etc. It died and people started booing me.
That's one way to end it.
Yeah. And then legitimately at one point I just kind of listened over to a crowd and I just heard this.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That came from Lauren. I was like, I'm sorry. We borrowed all this equipment. I don't know exactly how it works. But luckily that was near the end of the night. And they did have like one random backup speaker, so they were able to play that for like one last song, and then they had like the final dance song and everything else.
Random. What was the send-off?
Like, what kind of send-off did they have?
Yeah.
It was like bubbles.
Dude, we did bubbles.
Bubbles, yeah.
Why are bubbles being a thing now?
I mean, it's easier than rice, I guess.
Well, don't do rice.
You're not allowed to do rice.
You're supposed to do birdseed.
Sparklers.
Sparklers are cool.
Are cool.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, sparklers are very elite, but yeah, they did bubbles. I don't know if I've seen much else.
Bubbles are okay. Sparklers are great. Birdseed's dumb.
Yeah.
Rice, it kills birds.
And that's why I use rice.
Yeah.
All the time.
I don't know of any other send-offs.
I don't know.
Confetti cannon. That'd be fun. I'm probably going to
Shotguns.
Shotgun. Ooh, 21.
Shotgun wedding. That's what I think they say it, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
But shotguns, I have heard of that. I've never been to one.
Okay.
Yeah. I would be so electric if that, I was like, so you're telling me I get to take this shotgun, just shoot it in the air when they're walking away? It's going to be great. I think I'm going to do all 3 at my wedding.
I think that's the best way. That's a trifecta.
Oh, yeah.
The big 3.
People I trust with the guns, people I don't trust with the bubbles, people in between with the sparklers.
Yeah. But basically, again, it went very well, very elite. I think we may have had one song that was quote unquote like a little bit slower, but other than that, it was just banger after banger after banger, and it was nice. And we have a lot of Wisconsin family who came in, and a lot of them have like never been to Missouri or it's been forever. And it got to the point where they're just kind of catching up, and like how the venue is set up, there's like windows and like there's like a porch area. And they can stare in at all the people dancing.
That's weird.
And each time there's a line dance, I think they're like, what is happening?
Look at it.
These Missouri folk.
These Southerners.
That's not how they talk in Wisconsin.
And we're up here and they're hide them.
No, you got to do like the Southerners.
These Southerners, they...
No.
Oh, wait, that's my Jersey accent. Hold on.
You don't know Wisconsin.
Well, you know...
Yeah.
Every time I try to sell you a pepperoni pizza, you never answer my phone call.
Yeah, just...
Sorry, I always go Jersey at some point.
That's not Wisconsin at all. But it was kind of funny because every once in a while I make like eye contact with them watching us do the dance. I'm
Give
like,
him a bird.
Let's go. But
you know, it's bad when at the wedding, people were asking me to do the dance and then people were following what I did.
That could be an issue at times.
I was like, guys, I'm a terrible dancer. I'm literally just making up stuff. I'm not like actually dancing. And they're like, what are you doing with this? I'm like, no, I'm randomly dancing. Like this isn't a thing.
Yeah, there's a few where I can lead it well, like the church clap. I can do that one easy all day, every day. Cupid Shuffle's the easy one all day, every day.
No, it was random songs, not even dancing, like line dancing songs.
Okay.
It was me randomly dancing. People were trying to follow me. I'm like, guys, no. Then they would shove me in the middle of the dance circle.
Like I can't.
I did the jerk.
I can't do it. The jerk.
I can do the jerk. That's the only dance I can do.
I did do the stanky leg, and some of my friends like, oh, that's stanky, man. Oh my gosh.
Man, hopefully they had their first round of shirts.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I was going to get there too. I found the playlist really quick. Oh. And I was just saying like the other line dance or just easy dance ones for white people. Also had the YMCA in there.
Dang it.
You had Footloose, like I mentioned. We had Crank That, Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Church Clap. Let's see. Wobble.
I still can't do the Soulja Boy after all these years.
I can do some of it. I mean, you just kind of jump forward and then you do the dance.
Well, the Superman
there's
and
other
the
stuff.
Side. Yeah, I can't do the other stuff.
Oh, had lip gloss.
Dang it.
That one slaps. You got to have Little Mama in there at some point.
The white women love that song.
It's so good. And all you do is just like, you pretty much just like stomp your feet and that's all it is.
My lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool.
Yeah. And then the song I made sure not to play because too many weddings play this song and it's the worst song in the world. Shut Up and Dance. Hate that song.
They played it at the wedding I was at.
Hate it. Hate it so much.
I'm okay with it, but it was me and my high school girlfriend's song. So
yeah, you're like, I don't want to do this.
Reminds me of her every time I hear it. So
yeah, but overall, I will be your DJ if you want the most elite playlist ever. But please pay me because I did this for free because I guess I love my sister.
If you have the same last name, you'll do it for free.
No, and now if she gets remarried, not doing it for free.
I wouldn't.
Different last name.
I wouldn't do it for free after one.
Yeah.
Family, direct bloodline family members get one free one. After that, you charge.
Yeah.
I think it's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah. But
rule of thumb is also crazy.
It was an elite playlist. But just besides that, I did ship off the first round of shirts. A lot of people have been receiving these shirts. Been getting several pictures of people. What are you doing?
I'm not. I'm getting it ready.
Okay. A lot of people sent pictures of them in the shirts, which is pretty sweet. There was a video of just like this little kid who I don't think listens to the podcast.
He looked 10.
But I don't know if it's like, I don't know the relation because it was with Laura, who's one of the listeners.
If you're a kid listening to us at home, first off, bonjour.
Yeah, bonjour for sure. But he just like, until next week podcast, I'm like, I don't know if he's listening, but if he is, he's learning a lot.
Also, never stop stopping.
Never stop stopping.
Exactly.
Because if you do stop stopping, that would grind my gears.
I was like, are you stuttering again?
I was trying to get there. I was trying to figure out how to transition here.
Dig it.
Basically, the thing that grinds my gears is, again, similar wedding vibes, but, they have like rehearsals and everything beforehand.
Oh, my goodness. I forgot about the rehearsal.
Hey, I'll say my quick thing and you can get into yours.
Yeah.
But basically, they have where like people can talk or whatever else. I didn't talk, but I was looking at my Garmin. It says I was extremely stressed. And I don't know if I think I had the anxiety of like, you should talk, but I wasn't. And I'm like, I hate this. It feels like I'm about to give a speech, but I'm not. But basically, the mom of the groom, she decided to take the mic and just started talking and just decided to announce every single person in this like room of like 40-ish people, except for 2 people.
Uh-oh. You and Lauren.
No, I was mentioned.
Oh, Lauren and...
you won't guess the other one.
I don't know the other person.
But basically, they went around like table by table by table announcing everybody, but they did forget Lauren.
Yeah.
And then also my brother's girlfriend.
Oh,
and
my
then
goodness.
they're just like, well, I guess we don't exist. But legitimately, like, here's this person and this person and this person and this person going about everybody for like 20 minutes.
I'm impressed they know everybody's name, honestly.
I was too.
People.
I was like, I don't know how they're going to do this. And then they did forget
100% I would
the
never
2
do
girlfriends. I'm like, this is wild.
Yeah.
But that... It didn't necessarily grind my gears, but I just thought it was kind of funny. I was like, come on.
38 of 40 is really impressive.
Yeah.
So,
but that was the main thing, I guess, that kind of grinded my gears this week. What grinds your gears and what was happening at your rehearsal dinner?
No, just with that rehearsal dinner, or the one I was at, we had to do the walk down 3 different times the first night, and then like the exchange, and then I'm going to say this and this and this and this, and then guys, let's just do it again. And then it's not even at the venue. And then the next day at the venue, we did it twice. And I'm like, guys, I get it. Walk down.
Yeah.
And then handshake, go to the groomsman line. I'm like, it's not that hard, but I get it. Sometimes it's some people's first time being a groomsman. And the best part about those rehearsal dinners is that every time I'm at a rehearsal dinner, people they're like, hey, we're going to open it now to people who want to speak. Like the whole table I'm at looks at me every time. Like every time I've been in a wedding as an usher, a groomsman, whatever, they look at me and they're like, dang, go say something. Because they know A, I'm loud. B, I'll say anything that's funny and crazy. And C, they're like, hey, you get up and speak in front of crowds.
And this was all for the rehearsal?
Yeah.
Like when they're like, hey, anybody talk? And you're just like...
They're like, hey, does anybody want to talk? And then literally 4 dudes at my table were like, dang, get up there. And then the girls at our table were like, dang, yeah, go. And I'm like, no, I don't have anything. They're like, no, you got to go. And I'm like
no, I really don't.
Yeah, I'm like, I really don't. And I'm trying to think of some funny story with me and the groom. And I'm like, I can't tell that one. And then I'm like, well, that one's not funny. And I'm just like, man, I don't really have a lot. I was like, I have like semblance of something, but it's just not going to be like really worth it. And by the time I kind of come up with something, the vibes were so like off. It was like super sentimental, super like, oh, this, and now we're crying and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I don't care.
But what actually grinds my gears is all of the different like things for camp that we're doing. It's just like, hey, this kid wants to be on this team, and then they need this, and then, oh, what are we doing? Like, there's no communication between these people, and it's all these different, like being the point guy is just harder because you're getting all these people from different fronts. And so it's like, hey, the director of the camp is contacting me. The moms are contacting me. My boss is contacting me. The bus people, they're not contacting me. But I have to make sure I know where that's going. I have to know where all the leaders are going. And I have to know what the packing list is. And so it's just like a lot to remember and think. And it's like, oh, yeah, what are we even doing during the camp?
Yeah.
I need to make sure we're where we need to be, when we need to be, how we need to be, with everything we have to be.
Hey, you'll kill it.
It'll be great.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
Exactly. But what also grinds my gears is that Taylor Swift finally bought back some of her albums.
Why? She bought back all of them that she didn't own. Why?
Oh, really?
Yeah, she bought everything back, and then also I think all her rights to like all her concert films and basically everything she owns now.
So you're saying the world has restored order?
Why does this grind your gears?
Because I thought she didn't own the rest of them.
So it grinds your gears that you found out that she didn't own them?
No, I knew she didn't own some of them, but I thought it was like all but like the last like 3.
So she owns the last 3 because those are the ones that happened after the original situation.
Right.
What I'm still trying to figure out, why does this grind your gears?
So I thought, let's say there's like,
you were just confused. You grind your gears that you were confused.
I thought she only bought back like some of them and still didn't own some.
No, now she owns them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, there's like 15 albums. So she bought back like 6.
Oh, so you saw her picture with like 7 albums.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she owns these now.
Yeah.
But the issue or non-issue is she already owned the other ones.
Yeah.
And when she re-recorded, well, that's why she was re-recording the other ones.
Yeah.
Because then she owns the rights to those at that point.
Does that mean we can listen to the originals again?
Without guilt.
Without guilt,
yes.
being shamed, honestly.
I know the biggest issue for some people was a reputation because that was like her last album underneath the whole she didn't own the rights to it and she hadn't released a re-recorded. So people are like, oh, I'm so guilty. And I'm like, I don't really care that much. It kind of slaps.
Well, and in honor of this, I'm reviewing another Taylor Swift song.
Okay.
And it's All Too Well from Red now that it's been purchased back.
Oh, so you're going back to the 3-minute. I'm dying. The 3-minute All Too Well version.
No, it's like 5:12. But the 5-minute version is so much better than the 10-minute version.
You mean 6 foot?
I don't know. 5, what?
You said 5:12.
5, yeah, okay, yeah. But no, the 5-minute version of All Too Well is amazing. The 10-minute version sucks, and I know that's controversial opinion.
And you can say it now because she owns them all.
I would have said it anyways.
True.
I don't care. And so, what was it? Oh yeah, so if I was giving it a 1 to 10 scaling, I've been giving a lot of different reviews on her songs. The highest one that I've rated so far is Dear John, that I gave a 9.3 until now.
Oh,
All
it's about
Too
to
Well
get a 10.
is a perfect 10 out of 10.
Wow.
It's one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs. It might be my Taylor Swift song.
You just gave it a 10 out of 10 and you said it's one of my favorites?
Well, I'm trying to think if there's any others I would give a 10 out of 10 to.
If it's a 10, then it has to be your favorite.
I think there's one other one that I would maybe give a 10 out of 10 to that I can think of off the top of my head, and I haven't reviewed it yet.
Okay.
So
don't discuss it.
Yeah, so I won't discuss
Never.
it. So I was making sure I didn't give it a low score whenever I was reading it.
Yeah.
But there's only one other one that I'm like, okay, this might be a 10 as well. But this one is a 10 out of 10. I love it. It takes me back to a time I'm like, I never had a scarf, but if I did,
I would steal it from Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kept that old scarf from that very first week. That's about it.
So that was your...
Actually, isn't the lyric, I think.
No, I don't think so. But it's your favorite song ever, so it's okay.
It's my favorite Taylor Swift song of all time. Mm-hmm. And so now we might have something from... What is that?
Oh, we have something for our official Taylor Swift correspondent, and it's a very long voice memo.
Off to you, correspondent.
We'll just kind of see how it goes. So here we go.
Hello, until next week, podcast listeners. It's your resident Swiftie here, Lauren. I have been requested by Samuel to give you as brief as possible overview of the Taylor Swift repurchasing her master situation. So this goes back pretty far to the beginning of Taylor's career, really. So in 2005, she signed with Big Machine Records, which was owned by a man named Scott Borchetta. It was a really small record label at the time. And Taylor was like their main person on it for the longest time. So she signed a 6-album contract with Big Machine. And after she released her 6th studio album, which was Reputation in 2017, she decided that she was going to go with a new record label.
That's smart.
Mostly because Big Machine never allowed her to fully own her music.
Yeah.
Her master recordings anyway. Like she owned the essentially the IP of the song. So
Yeah, I
like
know
the
what that
lyrics and the melodies and all that kind of stuff. But the actual master recordings, which is what is on the albums, she did not have ownership of. So in 2019, Taylor switched record labels. She went to Republic Records and she released Lover in 2019. That was the first album that she ever completely owned because she renegotiated her contract with Republic that she would own not only.
Just really quick, IP is intellectual property.
Ooh, I know that.
Okay,
I've
so
heard that one.
Back to Lauren.
her IP, but also her masters. And at that same year, Big Machine was bought out by Scooter Braun.
Oh, Scooter.
Scooter Braun is
We hate
like
him,
the guy
right?
who managed
Yeah.
Justin Bieber for a long time. It's not a super great guy.
Yep.
There it is.
Has done a lot of shady stuff. But he purchased Big Machine, and so he, at that point, had ownership of Taylor's master recordings. And, you know, they allege that they gave Taylor an opportunity to purchase them, but she has said that that was under very unfavorable conditions. And she also has some issues with Scooter Braun because he
His
was
name's Scooter, that's why.
involved in a lot of essentially harassment of Taylor
Diddy
along the
parties.
way, along her career. So she, you know, he said, she said at that point, but Taylor did not have ownership of her masters at this point. And then Scooter Braun sold them to a private equity firm named Shamrock Holdings,
Shamrock?
which is connected to Disney somehow. I don't really know.
Big D.
But Shamrock Holdings at the time also was like, you can buy them back, but it was still under those same conditions that Scooter Braun would continue to profit off of those master recordings, who no matter who owned them. And Taylor was like, no. So instead of purchasing them back, Taylor opted to begin re-recording her original 6 albums, so her first 6 albums.
A lot more work.
And that's where the Taylor's versions came from. So she
Okay, let's be honest though. They're all Taylor's versions though. She still sang them all.
I want to know how much she tweaked of it in order for it to not be copyright infringement.
I think it's, I don't know. I don't know how that works exactly, but
I don't
maybe I should dig into that.
Maybe.
But here we go.
Back to Lauren.
released Fearless in 2021, early 2021. I think it was in April. She re-released Red at the end of 2021. She re-released Speak Now in 2023. And I feel like I'm forgetting one. 1989.
Nice.
She re-released 1989 at the end of 2023. So she, you know, since then has not released another re-record, and we haven't heard a whole lot of movement about it. Everybody's been like thinking that Reputation is going to be next and that she's been dropping all these clues, but she's really not. And today, which is May 30th, 2025, she like released the news that she came to an agreement with Shamrock Holdings, that
How much do you think it ended up being?
That Taylor had to purchase them from?
Yes.
I'm going to guess, gosh, I have no frame of reference for how much this is going to be.
I'm really curious to what you say.
So, because I don't know how much these are going for. So I'm going to go with $782 million.
Do you want to know the answer? Because I found out, and I don't think she'll say it.
Oh, yes.
360 million, which
Okay.
I think is drastically less than it would have been. But I think because she released the Taylor's versions, it made the value drop
for sure.
aggressively.
Because Taylor literally probably went to them and said, we can keep playing this game, or you can drop the price to a reasonable amount.
Yeah.
And then finally,
and then it makes them look a little bit better. He's like, okay, they gave the rights to her.
oh,
and
they look a
everything
lot
else.
better,
Yeah.
for sure.
So,
And then Taylor's like, listen, I'm not going to buy back for this exorbitant amount because I'll just keep re-releasing Taylor's versions of things. My fans will follow that. I'll make a ton of money. You'll continue to lose money.
yeah, because
do you want to keep going?
Every time she releases a new one, the value drops on
Yeah.
the others.
I'll
because
keep
she still
going.
had 2 more albums to mess around with.
Yeah,
One of them being
going.
Reputation. So,
Yeah.
okay. So back to Lauren for last minute.
it would allow her to have full ownership of her masters and also full ownership of the, you know, residual profit that's going to come from people streaming those masters, XYZ, or owning them. So for the first time ever, Taylor owns all of her music, every piece of it. It's a very exciting thing. She has said that she's probably not going to re-release Reputation for a lot of reasons, mostly that she was like, I don't think that I can get myself back in the place that
You
I
can
was
do
in
it,
when
Taylor.
I first recorded Reputation. But she did say that she has re-recorded her debut album and that she plans to release that eventually, but not as like a Taylor's version, but just as like a gift to the fans. So
I need more
that's
money.
your overview. This is like sparked a lot of discussion and like in the music industry about how people should own their masters. And we love Taylor and we're happy for her. I'm sorry that was a long explanation, but it is, a multi-year situation. So, toodles!
Oh.
So I think that was Lauren. So shout out to her.
Could have been
and
Lauren.
Always the very detailed breakdown. Hopefully you learned something there.
Trying to think of what I learned. So I learned what IP stands for.
Yep.
Intellectual property. Masters, I have no idea what that really means. But
It's if you go past undergrad.
oh, okay. That makes
learn
sense.
that.
I
So
knew
she
that one.
finally went back to college.
She went back to college.
Yeah, she got
she
it.
never went to college.
Yeah, so she got it, which
Wow.
is cool.
See, Taylor Swift is proof that college is a scam. But we're not getting,
We don't have time to
we
get
don't have
into
time
that.
to get into that because I'm going to go off on it.
But yeah, that's basically what happened. If you have any other thoughts, put those in the comments, and we'll for sure give our expert opinions in the future. And now it's time for some sports talk. And no, we don't have the button because don't click the button. Don't click the button. No. We will change it. We will re-sing it. We will have our Samuel and Dane's version of this song.
Bum, 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 bum.
So we can have those
bum, bum.
intellectual properties. But yes, sports talk. You didn't click any buttons, which is great. Anyways, I have a quick one for you. Baseball. Baseball's a great sport. Obviously, it's happening right now. But there's this guy on the Mariners who's a catcher named Cal Raleigh. And he is hitting dinger after dinger after dinger. And he now has 21 home runs before the end of May, which is a record for any sort of catcher. Like, I think no catcher has ever had at least 20 home runs before the end of May. And
20 plus home runs is a like solid season.
Yeah, and he is slugging. I think he had 34 all last year, and he already has 21. Like, he is killing it. Like, he could easily have a 40 plus home run season as a catcher, which is
April,
crazy.
May,
Part
June,
of March,
July,
part of March.
August. Yeah. April, May, June, July, August, September. So 6 months.
And a lot of those are hot months.
Yeah. And so he's theoretically through 1/3 of the season, and he's at 21. So he's on pace for 63.
Somewhere in there. Probably a little less than 60.
Roughly, yeah.
At least in the 50s, which is crazy, especially as a catcher. So that's really cool. And then my only other sport update is Aaron Judge, big slugger for the New York Yankees, and Shohei Ohtani, the big slugger for the Dodgers. They are, at this point, currently playing each other in L.A., and I saw the other night, it was the leadoff top of the first. Aaron Judge came up to bat. He hit a big bomb. Everybody went nuts.
He's having a
for Yankees
huge
fans.
season.
And then the bottom of the first, Ohtani responded with a home run. Everybody went even crazier. It's
Love
like
that.
these guys are pretty good at what they do, I guess.
Love that.
But they don't have a podcast. So one of these days they might be on the same level as us, but at this point they are not. And that's all my sports talk for this week.
It's actually really cool. Like Shohei and Judge, like LA and New York, like two best players in baseball.
Other sides of the country, biggest markets.
Then they go back and forth. And last night, I don't know if you saw the final of their first game.
I didn't.
The Yankees were up like 5-1 or something, and they ended up losing 8-5 to the Dodgers.
I hate both teams.
Yeah, I don't like both teams.
I like the players. I hate the team.
I don't like both teams. I like the Dodgers better than Yankees, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm like, Yankees are just the evil empire. Don't like them. Never have liked them.
It's kind of like hate
Dodgers, I'm like, I don't like them, but they're cool, though.
They are a situation where it's hate the sin, not the sinner.
Not the center.
I hate the Yankees, hate the Dodgers. I don't hate Ohtani. I don't hate Judge.
No, Judge is like, I wish like I had a guy on that like that on the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Like loyal to your team, amazing player, going to be a career guy.
We got Jordan
multiple
Walker.
MVPs. Yeah, Jordan Walker, who's hitting under
He's
220.
He's doing better. He's picked it up quite a bit, but
His last 7 games I saw he's hitting like 285 or something.
The guys are looking better there. So, shout out Cardinals.
So my sports talk is that there's some guys on the internet who have bet now 5 consecutive days that Angel Reese, Angel Reese is the GOAT. She was drafted with Caitlin Clark, or the year after Caitlin Clark, but they were big rivals in college. And Angel Reese infamously a year ago said, well, this league isn't just about one person. It's about me too. I'm building this league. And meanwhile, her regular field goal percentage, which is all shots, which a good average is about 50%. Anything more is pretty good. Anything lower is pretty bad. She's shooting like 30%
Yeah.
And Caitlin Clark is shooting over 30% from 3-point range. So Caitlin Clark is shooting way better from deep than she is, or than Angel Reese is from anything else. Angel Reese is just puts up brick after brick and then gets to the rebounds. Is like, look, I had a triple-double. And then she's on the, what's it called? The McDonald's commercial.
Shout out.
But there's these guys who bet 5 days in a row that she would miss her first shot in the game, and they cashed 5 days in a row and have made like $80,000 on her.
And this just in, here's the clip, and you can listen in. So here we go.
That's them celebrating once she misses.
It might be very loud in your ears, but
because they just made 20 grand.
Yeah, it's they bet 15 to make 28,000, or they turned 15 into 28,000. So it's funny that
yes, they just made $13,000.
Yeah, I saw some of the days they bet like 150,000. I think
that's wild.
And it's like they just keep on bringing in money because she can't make the first shot of a game.
But $150,000 withdrawal.
That's a lot of money.
I'm not
to mess around with.
I'm out of here, man.
No.
If I'm at $150, I'm like withdrawal.
It's crazy, but that's always funny.
But that, and then Oklahoma City is going to the finals. They'll likely be playing the Pacers, but.
That's a big but.
Is the NBA rigged?
We talked about this already.
Because the last time
my word.
that we had a situation like this where there was going to be two small markets in the finals was 2002. So now come back into Dane's time machine where we go to the 2002 Western Conference Finals, which is the semifinals. And it's the Los Angeles Lakers against the Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings are up 3-2 in the series. And now they're going to Game 6 in Sacramento. And this is an infamous game. Like many people believe this is rigged. Most people in the NBA industry believe this game was rigged because of the egregious officiating that happened in there. All because if you go, like the finals would have been, if Sacramento wins that game, a Sacramento Kings finals versus the New Jersey Nets finals.
Yeah.
And Adam Silver said, not on my watch.
Yeah.
We're calling this one in, boys. And they infused the Los Angeles Lakers into the NBA Finals. And now, tonight is Game 6. I'm calling it before the game happens right now. It is currently 11:40 Central Time, a.m. And they play tonight, and I'm telling you, if there's going to be some fishy stuff in, or they're playing in Indiana, there's going to be some fishy stuff because if Indiana loses, the New York Knicks will be in the NBA Finals against the MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And that would be massive difference in NBA TV ratings. So put on your tinfoil hat with me and come down to Conspiracy Dane.
Nice. That was good. Anything else there for your sports, or is it that?
That was it.
So is that time of the day?
It's about that time.
It's about that time for...
Okay, we've officially thrown the script out the window. It's time for the main segment. And honestly, who knows where this is going? We don't, you don't, God does, but he's not telling.
Welcome back to the main segment where we do main segment stuff and everything else. And this week, we have, we're going to do a Mount Rushmore of the top 4 worst things about summer, because as you're listening to this, it is June 2025 or later. It could be winter of 2028. Who knows? We don't know. You don't know. God does, but he's not telling.
Dang it.
Anyways, we're going to go back and forth here. Dane, do you want to go first or second?
Second.
Okay, so you'll have back-to-back picks. I'll go first, and I'll just get this out there immediately. Sunburns that cause that peeling skin.
You speak to my soul with that one.
And I'm not even the redhead here.
I know.
But it is the worst. Because sometimes, like if you do it right, wear enough like sunscreen, get some sun, like you can make a golden tan. But every once in a while, you make a mistake, you don't have enough sunscreen on, you miss a spot, it gets wiped off, and you get burned out of your mind.
I've never had a golden tan.
And this kind of stinks for you.
Yeah.
And it just hurts, or it looks bad, or you're just flaky everywhere, or every once in a while you have on like a bro tank, and then you don't realize how bad you get burned, and then you are on a swim team, and you are about to get in the pool, and your coaches make comments about your crazy tan lines, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Hypothetically.
I don't, this is just a hypothetical.
Hypothetically.
And it just looks bad. But sunburn is the worst. I hate it. Yeah. One of the worst things about summer right there.
Man. Yeah, I definitely resonate with the sunburns. It only took a few times of me getting really burnt to be like, nope.
Well, and then also just in the back of your mind, like, did I get skin cancer?
Oh,
I don't know.
Dude, especially with all my freckles.
Yeah.
Ask Lindsay Reed. She goes to the dermatologist.
Lindsay.
And she'd be having like moles removed all the time.
Yeah.
She's had like 7 removed.
Lindsay, tell us about your mole removal for your Youth of America. I don't know.
Yeah, she's gonna have to figure it out now that she's not working.
Yeah. What
My-
about you? What are your 2 picks here?
My first pick is hotness. Like,
Okay.
you ever outside
And it's hot?
No, it feels like you're wearing a sweater. You're outside
Okay.
and it's so hot you can see the little lines, and you're just like, you're doing something that's ridiculous outside, aka anything when it's over 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, it feels like I'm wearing a sweater, and I don't like this. And the humidity that only Jack Holmgren can relate to.
Yeah.
And in here in Missouri, because it's like 100 degrees and it's 6,000% humidity, and it's just like, am I wearing a sweater? Why am I sweating so much standing?
And you just can't like
doing
cool
nothing.
off or anything else.
You're sitting down outside and you're just like blistering sweat.
I think this is probably in the same realm, but also like you go to swim outside, you jump in the water, and it's too hot.
Yeah.
The water is. And you're like, I'm in the water. I'm not cooling off.
Yeah, I'm not cooling off. This is actually worse. And now my sunscreen's being washed off, and now I'm burnt, and now we're getting into why I hate swimming.
Yeah.
But
That's not for this week. That's not this week.
man, I hate swimming. So that's tough. And then, it's also at camp, I'm not getting in the lake, kids. Like,
You're going to get thrown in the lake.
I know. They're going to try to, and I'm telling you, like, I've been very upfront about this. I'm getting out of there. They think they can run faster and farther than me. You can't. I'm out of here. See ya. I'm a marathoner. See ya never. I'll run up this hill faster and longer than you can.
Okay, so you're not a fan of the heat. What else are you not a fan of?
Bugs.
Okay, that's too specific.
What do you mean?
Or not too specific. That's
Too
too broad.
broad?
That's too broad.
Bugs.
That's too broad.
All the bugs.
Too broad. Way too broad. You can't just take all the bugs.
What do you mean?
You can't.
I need all the bugs.
Okay, I'll let you do this, but I'm taking specifics.
Okay,
on
you
this.
can take a broader one too.
No, I'm not taking broader. I'm going specific on the bugs.
Oh, you're going to take a specific bug?
Or like an animal. Like, yeah, going specific.
You want me to list some? How many can I have?
You can have one for this one.
I want 3.
You can have one.
3.
You can either do bugs and just kind of be broad, or you can say a specific bug.
I want 3 bugs.
No.
Okay, I'm going to do 3 bugs.
No.
So the 3 bugs that I
No.
hate the most during
No.
the summer, because I
No.
can think of them: mosquitoes,
No. That's it. You're done.
chiggers, and June bugs. Those 3.
I'll let you have mosquitoes. That's your thing. I'll let you have that, but that's all that counts for your bugs.
And for those of you who don't know what chiggers are, because my friend from California had no idea what they were.
yeah.
They're these things that live in the grass and they burrow in your skin and itch really bad.
Yeah, not
So
ideal.
you have to wear shoes and socks and bug repellent if you're going in the grass for a long period of time.
And what was the other ones again? You
What?
said? What were the other bugs?
June bugs, mosquitoes, and chiggers.
Mosquitoes. They suck your blood.
Skeeters. They do. Ticks too.
Stop. You had the 3. You're done.
Snakes.
No, you're done. I had one of those.
Spiders.
Okay, you're done. Okay, my next pick is ticks because he took all of them. Gosh, you can't just have something. I don't like outside during summer. Just everything outside.
Honestly.
Everything at all.
Inside, cool, calm, collected. I'm having fun.
Yeah, I did have mosquitoes as one, but I'll let you have the one because you started naming them. But ticks was mine specifically because I don't want alpha gal, because I would like to be able to eat red meat, because that is like more common nowadays. Have you heard of that?
Red meat?
You know what alpha gal is?
I've heard of it. What is it?
Yeah, it's like when certain ticks bite you, it makes you allergic to all red meat. So you can't eat burgers, you can't eat steak.
I know a guy.
I know people
who this
too.
happened to. Yeah.
Yes. It happened. One of the guys that I know more or know better is one of the hosts of the Ghostrunners podcast, Jake
Really?
Triplett. Yeah. He got it like years ago, so he's not been able to
Dang.
like eat hot dogs or burgers or steaks. And sometimes
Dude.
he like tests it, and then just later is like, oh gosh,
What
I feel horrible.
happens?
It just does not digest well, and you get destroyed. And sometimes it can be more aggressive, where it can have more like dangerous effects. But
Yeah.
basically, you
Like
can't
cancer.
you can't like digest like any of it, and it just makes
Dang.
you feel like trash.
I know a guy who has Lyme disease because of ticks, and it
That
ended
also
his
stinks.
basketball career.
Yeah, a lot
Like
of
he
this
was playing
stuff-
in college.
Yeah, I was more so afraid of the red meat, but yeah, also Lyme disease stinks. So ticks are horrible. I hate the idea of them. They make me kind of panic at times. So ticks are horrible. They're the worst, and that was my number 2 worst thing about summer. Next up, having to work a normal job and not being off school like all the kids.
Yeah, working a normal job's the worst.
Especially in the summer, because you're looking outside and it's like people are having fun. People are swimming. People have joy. You think back to when you had the 3 months off for school and you're like, man, I was doing stuff with friends. I was hanging
wasted
out.
so much. I played so much Grand Theft Auto.
But it was awesome. It was awesome. But now you're working and you just see everybody doing fun stuff. And it's one of the worst feelings. And I hate it. And I need to figure out how I can enjoy summer more.
Yeah. I remember like in the summertime in high school, Lindsay and Cole would go run in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I'd be getting up at like 11 because I stayed out till 2 in the morning the night before. And then they would go back to sleep and then wake up about 11 when they got back because they had to be at running at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And not 4 a.m. They had to be there probably at 5 or 6. And then they go back to sleep, get back up at 11. And then we'd all come downstairs and watch Grey's Anatomy together. And I'm like, I hate Grey's Anatomy. It's the worst. So I've seen like the first 4 seasons and I know everything I need to know about that show to know I hate it.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it was typically either having 5:30 practice or 7:30 practice, like alternating basically every single morning outdoors for swimming. And then a lot of times I would eat breakfast and maybe take a nap and then do some other stuff in the afternoon and then go swim again in the afternoon and then maybe hang out with friends or do something else after that. So it was a good time.
I'm texting a mom right now.
Nice. Do you want to get into your next 2 picks or I guess your last 2 picks as well?
Let's do it. Okay. I just sent it to her because I'm trying to coordinate something with them.
Yep.
So I took hotness and bugs.
Yes.
And then the next thing I'm thinking, number 3 is how hot it is all the time.
And then you're like, all the bugs all the time. Will be your last one. Okay,
No.
so hotness all the time now.
No, it's so hot. I'm like, even at night, it's 78 degrees. And I'm like, I can't even go outside and like enjoy my time outside because the bullfrogs are bullfrogging. And now, but a nice thing, like back in the day, whenever my dad would make me do all kinds of chores and stuff outside, the coming inside after like working a long day and you're just hot and then the AC hits you.
Yeah.
Almost nothing more refreshing than that. That's pretty cool. You can get a crispy dew and just popping her open.
Crispy do at all times.
And your dad's grilling. That's pretty fun. Playing catch with my dad, playing baseball with my dad. Those are all fun things.
Well, now you're doing all the things that are the best parts of summer, which will be for a later week.
Later weeks.
Yeah.
Updated though.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And then my 4th and final one is getting in your car. If you have leather seats.
It can burn a little.
Actually, any car.
Especially if you have your short shorts on like you usually have. Like those really tight like jean shorts you wear that kind of go up to your crack.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't wear those.
You wear those all the time.
Oh, I need to pack those. But, no.
Thighs all the time. And then the thighs just go right on the leather and just burn.
Skies out, thighs out.
Yeah.
And so... no, like if you ever have leather seats, you know what I'm talking about. The sun's beating down in your car, and then you get in your car, and you're just like, ow, 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 ow. You need to blast the AC so you don't die.
Something in a similar realm as that is if you aren't wearing like flip-flops or shoes and you're going to the pool and then you're stepping on the blacktop or concrete. It's like, ow, my feet are actually burning.
Yeah.
Like
you can only put your foot down for half a second. You're literally just back and forth doing high knees because you have to.
It's so hot.
And
so
you
hot.
jump in the pool as fast as you can.
Yeah. Try to cool off.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Just like basically the sun's ability to heat everything up so hot. And like we're little eggs on this planet that are just cooking. My skin is cooking. Dang it.
Yeah.
My skin is cooking out here. And so even if you don't have leather seats, like your steering wheel, like the single reason I want to get my car windows tinted is because it makes it like a little bit cooler in my car. And I just I can't stay in the heat.
Yeah. You can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen or the car. Mine is similar for my very last pick because, again, you took mosquitoes, so I had to go a different route, and then you almost took my pick this last one.
Snakes.
But having no AC in your car can be more of an issue in the summer.
It's terrible.
Again, I don't mind this much.
What do you mean?
Because I can roll down the windows, and it's still hot, but I can deal with it. But if anyone rides with me in the summer and there's no AC,
it's a problem.
They get a little toasty and aren't always happy. And it could be literally anyone.
Do you want to name anybody specific?
No,
like Lauren?
No, not going to name anyone. But just in general, it can be very toasty. And also, if you're... sorry, I'm dying.
Unreal.
If you're like going to something that's like more formal and you have on like nice dress clothes.
Sucks, yes.
And then you don't have AC. It's like, I already have hyperhidrosis. I'm already going to sweat a lot. And I'm like, what do I do?
That's one of my pet peeves, actually.
Hyperhidrosis?
No.
Me?
No.
Okay.
Sweating in nice clothes.
It stinks.
Like I clearly have separated, if you look in my closet, nice clothes versus not nice clothes.
Yeah.
And if I ever sweat my nice clothes, I'm like really mad because I have to wash it. Then it gets more like or less quality, if you will.
Yeah.
Because like what I'll do is I'll go to church and I'll wear a shirt and I'll make sure I don't sweat. And then I come home and I take that shirt off immediately and I hang it up. Because I didn't sweat. I didn't do anything. I literally sat down in church and then I'm back. So I'm like, okay, I wore a nice shirt for the ladies and then came back.
Yeah.
And then now I put on a shirt that I don't care about, which is a shirt I'm wearing right now.
So those are all our picks. Go vote.
I have an honorable mention.
Okay, what's your honorable mention?
Dudes in sandals.
You don't like dudes in sandals?
No, don't wear sandals. Like, wear at least Chacos.
I kind of like sandals.
No, wear
Yeah.
at least, what's the other? Birks. At least wear Birkenstocks or Chacos. Don't wear sandals.
I mean, they're all kind of similar.
Yeah, they're similar.
I have some, I don't know what the brand is, but I have like like Tevas. I have some nice pairs of Tevas.
I don't know what that means.
They're more like stereotypical looking sandals, but they're like nice.
I don't want my feet out either. That's just weird.
Sometimes you get those nice tan lines.
Did I tell you about when I was stung by 4 bees at the same time?
No.
So when I was 7 years old, I got stung by 4 bees at the same time on
Figured
the foot.
that was probably going to be it, yeah.
Yeah. And I have not, like, for real, owned a pair of open-toed shoes since.
Yeah, because you're a bee murderer.
No, no, yeah. But,
Yeah.
but no, I was like, I'm not wearing open-toed shoes and getting stung by bees anymore. I was washing, looking back, I was at my babysitter's house and we were washing her car.
Okay.
And now I'm like,
Okay.
Wait, what were we doing?
Is that why your last name's Beesmeyer?
Her name was Becky.
Oh.
So,
the bee?
but also Beesmeyer. My dad's
Yeah.
nickname, like, for his friends and stuff
The queen bee.
No, it's Bees.
Okay.
Hey, Bees, can you get that for me?
What's up, bees and beans?
But somehow mine is Beans.
Yeah, shut up, beans.
Or Nemo.
And Nemo also makes sense.
Or Dave the Bean Slayer.
Yes. My only honorable mention is just too many kids causing a ruckus. Like, just get them
yes.
back in school. Don't let them do anything fun.
Dude,
so
yes, they're
unless it's us.
You dang kids.
Yeah. So kind of to recap, because you can vote in the poll below in the comment section or wherever it is. Dane's 4 picks were it's hot, bugs, it's hot everywhere, and then leather seats being hot. So that was basically his. And mine were sunburns that cause like peeling of the skin, ticks, because I don't want alpha gal, or like Dane mentioned, Lyme disease, which stinks.
Yes.
Having to work a normal job and not being off school like all the kids in the warm weather, because you see them having fun. It's like a Squidward looking at SpongeBob and Patrick from his window situation.
Oh, yeah.
And then also having no AC and getting all sweaty in the car.
I'll be honest. You have more diverse picks.
Yeah, because you have hot and hot
But
and
guys,
hot.
But guys, it's hot.
Yeah.
I don't like how hot it is. Honestly, summer is probably my least favorite season.
It's awesome though.
But
it's so
I don't
great.
hate it. Like, I like all the seasons.
No, it's so good.
But summer is probably my least favorite if I had to
so
pick
good.
one.
It's so good. It's so good. And something else that is so good is something that you do every single week.
We're getting into the
Order-
really high numbers.
Yeah, order 66.
When will we ever stop Dane's Manifesto? If you're driving, sit down. If you're walking, why are you driving? Sit down. Go ahead and listen to Dane's Manifesto. Welcome back to Dane's Manifesto, where we do all things manifesting. And before I do this, Samuel, am I allowed to play clips on here?
I guess it depends.
Well, it's a TikTok I downloaded, honestly.
I think that's probably fine.
Okay,
I think the main
perfect.
thing is just not playing like full songs. I think that's the biggest issue.
Oh, yeah, this isn't a song. This is
How
definitely
long's
a
the
TikTok.
TikTok?
It's just like a minute.
I think you're fine.
So what I found all along is Dane is in youth ministry. So then I found
Youth
some
Group Chronicles.
It
I can
is
see
Youth
it.
Group Chronicles.
Okay, shout out.
And so I'm playing 2 of my favorite ones because I'm just like, this is crazy. All these things are crazy. And this one is my favorite one right here. And it's 2 minutes long. So I'll only play this one and I'll explain the other one. So here we go.
Or you can save the other for next week.
I could do that. Youth Group Chronicles part 93.
Yeah. Here we go.
We were on a youth group trip when one of the youth leaders came into our room one night and showed us a new app that he has on his phone where you can call someone from any number you want. Well, my friend decided he wanted to call his mom from his dad's phone number using this app.
Yep, that's a good one.
Everyone got quiet and waited for this kid to make the call. As his mom answered the phone, she sounded really confused because she saw her husband lying next to her in bed, yet she was receiving a call from his phone number. The kid said in a Darth Vader voice, "I'm in your house," and then quickly hung up the phone. We all started freaking out and told him to call his parents back and tell him it was us. But he refused because he panicked and didn't want to get in trouble.
She probably thinking she about to die. Yeah, they both think.
Meanwhile, this kid's mom wakes up her husband and asks him where his phone was, to which he responds that it's downstairs. The mom.
no.
No way. I would have been pooping my pants. I'm in your house.
The mom starts panicking and calls the cops to explain what just happened. By now, she and her husband are hiding in the closet of their 5-year-old son's room.
Timmy, come in the closet with us.
That's wild.
After a few minutes, this kid gets a call from his parents asking if it was him that called because the police had a SWAT team en route to their house.
Oh my God.
And of course, in a panic, once again he says, "Nope,
Oh,
it
no.
wasn't me," and hangs up on him.
Let's go. Little Timmy got a dub, bro. Yo.
After we were all begging him to tell his parents the truth, he finally called and told his parents the whole story. His mom even had to go outside to meet the SWAT team in front of their house to explain that it was a prank.
Oh.
Yeah. I've heard that one. That's
crazy.
Wild. Like some of the stories on there, I'm like, this can't be real.
Well, the other one that was told on there, or my other favorite one, was everyone was getting up one day at church and confessing sins that are in their life and like all the strongholds that they used to have, and then now like, oh, these things are like I'm free of. And so somebody got up there and was like, oh, I smoked cigarettes for 20 years and now I haven't smoked in like a year. Everybody erupts and clapping. And then somebody gets up there and you're like, I used to be a heavy drinker and now I've been 20 months sober.
Yeah.
And everybody like really claps. And then this person gets up there and goes, and he's an old man, and he just goes, I killed a man. And puts the microphone down, and then the youth pastor picks up his phone and calls the police and tells the police that this guy killed a guy and like, hey, we can't tolerate this. Like, there's a murderer in here. Like, and he didn't turn himself in, essentially. And then right as he's like speaking on the phone to the police, telling them like where they're at, the guy walks back up, picks the microphone up, and says, 2,000 years ago, my sins were the reason a man died.
That guy.
And then he's like, wait, never mind, bye, and hangs up on the voice.
That's an old man thing. It's like, yeah, I did this.
I'm like, you can't just do that. And so what I'm saying is, if you guys have any funny youth group stories or funny just church stories in general, write them in and we will read them out loud on the podcast. But also we're not doing what they're doing. We're doing something different.
We're not reading youth group stories. We're reading any stories about youth group.
Any church stories at all.
Okay, yeah, you can send them in. We'll just become the offshoot of Youth Group Chronicles, but better.
No, this is Church Chronicles.
Oh yeah, Church Chronicles. This is Dane and Samuel's Church Chronicles.
Church Chronicles. Honestly, if you just have funny stories, just write them in.
Yeah.
Or
leave us a voice note.
then.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. And so that's one of those really known facts. What is unknown is
known. I didn't know what you were doing.
Sam's little known facts, out of the box and off the tracks. Oddball genius that knows about tax. Sam's little known facts, and he never listens to Jack. I was doing those are known facts, but what is little known or unknown is Samuel's little known facts.
That's good.
Yeah.
Little known facts this week. Fried frog legs. They actually do taste like chicken.
Really? You have some?
Yeah. I had them. I was in Sykeston, Missouri, home of the original Lamberts this past week. Went to Lambert's. They have fried frog legs. It doesn't have a price on the menu. It's market price. I don't know what market price is for fried frog legs, but I was like, I'll try it. Legitimately tastes like probably like dark meat chicken.
Some people say they're really good.
They actually were. Like I would consider ordering them again. It's just kind of weird because it's just like the legs and it's like this was hopping around everywhere. Yeah. But it tastes pretty good, surprisingly. So that was my little known fact number one. So if you have a chance to try fried frog legs, it tastes like chicken and you probably would enjoy it. Number two, do you see Bieber sold their company for $1 billion?
Haley did. Yeah,
I didn't know if you saw it or not. Yeah. It wasn't
like,
Justin.
I was like, I did see something like that. I couldn't remember what it was because I didn't care.
Not Justin Bieber, but Haley Bieber, his wife, has a beauty brand. I think it was called like Rhode, and they sold it to Elf Beauty for $1 billion.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that someone in that family is able to pay the bills.
Yeah, no wonder he stopped making music.
Yeah, he's like, hey, wait, you're doing pretty okay. We got $1 billion now, so we can don't have to go on tour for a while.
What do I care anymore?
Number 3, I was looking up some random stories and news stories, and this was about like a terrifying Florida duck. I guess there's residents in a Florida neighborhood who are being terrorized by an angry feral duck that has been attacking people and even sending a person to the hospital. So that's a typical Florida move.
So I just don't understand how humans let a duck terrorize them like this.
You just do duck, duck, goose with a shotgun. Just shoot it. Yeah.
Like there was this dog who was chasing me while I was running the other day, and he was like nipping at my heels, and I just like kept my pace and just kept running.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you're about to get yeeted with this boot right here.
Yeet.
And I'm like, but I don't want to kick a dog, so I didn't kick the dog.
Shout out.
But I'm just like, if he actually started biting me, like, there's no part of me that's letting this dog impact my day.
And if that is happening, you just run towards a bridge.
Yeah.
And then you kick it off the bridge.
Yeah, punt it like Baxter.
Like Anchorman.
Yeah.
Yes.
And similarly with this duck, I'm like when I see geese, and they're trying to hiss and snap at me,
Yep.
you're about to get wrecked.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a human.
Yeah. You go on the pickleball court and you show them up.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
They're going to get a roundhouse kick to the beak.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, good luck, nerd. And then I'm going to find a stick and good luck now.
Huh.
Also, what I really want to do is anytime I'm out and about, you know those batons that police carry that collapse?
Yeah, I think they light up and you can use them at weddings.
No.
We had those at Rachel's wedding too. Pretty fun.
I hate those.
No, they're dope.
Those always end up in my car somehow.
They're dope though. No, I had 100 of them afterwards because they started pouring them in my car. Like, hey, you can take these home. Like, I don't want to. And then all of a sudden there's 100 stray sticks in there.
That's something I hate is when old people force things upon me. I don't want your leftovers.
So much. They're like, you have a lot of space in your car, so here, let's fill it to the rim or brim or whatever. And I'm like,
brim.
Yeah, brim. And I'm like, my car smells like flowers and pasta. Like, it smells bad.
Flowers and pasta.
Yeah, that's what it was. But yeah.
Man.
Next, yeah.
Well, last thing, I think that teachers should get a raise, and I also think that birds aren't real.
Okay, nice. Some other little known facts. I guess there's a woman who broke the record for most push-ups in 24 hours. How many do you think that was?
More than Dane.
Yeah, 7,079 push-ups in 24 hours. I guess it was an Australian fitness enthusiast, and she nearly doubled the previous Guinness World Record by completing 7,079. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Sorry, it wasn't push-ups. Pull-ups.
Oh.
7,079 pull-ups in a day.
That's way more impressive.
I got those mixed up there, and that is way crazier.
7,000 pull-ups?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then final little known fact is, I don't know if you've seen this, but there's some Brazilian nuns who are going viral for beatboxing.
Nope. I haven't seen that one. Your algorithm's not my algorithm.
I guess it's like 2 Brazilian nuns. They've been going crazy on the internet because they randomly did like an impromptu beatbox and
7,000 how many?
7,079 pull-ups. But yeah, they started doing like just an impromptu beatboxing. And I'll find the video really quick. It was kind of wild. And then there's been like some dubs where they play like really aggressive like rap music and they're like dancing to it. But I think I just found the clip and we can kind of listen in right now. So here we go. Hopefully there's no ad. There might be an ad. There is an ad. That's 17 seconds.
Okay, well, I'll tell you the equivalent
15.
here.
Keep going.
The lady doing pull-ups, I did the math. That's 295 pull-ups an hour, and that's 5 pull-ups every minute.
I can see how there could be a crazy person who could do that.
That's crazy.
But yeah, or you could crank out more at once. Okay, wait. Here's the video. Here we go. Here's the video.
He's dancing with it.
Yeah.
Who's this dude? Why is the dude wearing a skirt? Dudes be nuns?
I think he's like the priest or something.
He's still wearing a skirt.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm like, why are these nuns beatboxing? But I'm like, that's kind of dope. But yeah, that's all my little known facts for this week. And that means it's a good time to get into some voice memos, one of which is from the Jack Homerun.
What's up, guys? If I sound a little bit more entitled and woke about everything in life, it's because I'm calling in from the great state of California, but Florida man won't give up yet. Here's my joke. What did the baby corn say to the mama corn?
Popcorn.
Hey, where's the popcorn?
Literally took half a second for me to realize where this was going.
Man, I want Catherine to start writing your jokes for you.
Yeah, you need to be better. That's all I got to say.
Let Catherine be free.
The best part of his joke was the introduction to his joke where he's talking about being in California. That was the funniest part.
That was the funniest part.
Yeah, Jack, just talk a little bit more and then get to your joke so we have something funny to laugh about besides your horrible jokes.
If I sound more woke and entitled.
Because I'm in California. Oh, man. What a guy. Then we had a poll last week about how many songs is the perfect album. And with 50% of the vote, people said 11 to 15 songs. And
I voted on that.
You did. I bet you I know which one you voted on.
Which one do you think I voted on?
21 to 30?
I did.
Yeah. So then 30% of the votes were 0 to 10 songs.
That's weird.
Which is wild. And then there was a tie with 10% of the vote, both for 16 to 20, which is what I voted. And then also 21 through 30, which I guess was you. And then there was 0 votes for 31 plus. So that means
I just want more songs.
Yeah, I mean,
from good artists.
But I think the perfect album where it's like all high quality, where you can listen to it in a short amount of time and like understand the album and try to learn the songs. Like 11 to 15 is really nice, but 16 to 20, like you can get a couple of good, nice like ones in there.
A couple-y?
Yeah, a couple-y. And then we had some not voice memos, some comments in some old episodes. One was on episode 125, Elizabeth Virgils.
Not her name.
She responded, laughed out loud extra this episode. Love Dane's verse of the week, and especially that he is sharing that in real conversations with friends. Even though I'm an outspoken about supporting women, I believe it takes men standing up and telling other men that God called them to love their wives as Christ of the church and not be domineering over them for real change to happen. So love hearing that Dane is part of the change. So shout out you, Dane.
I'm woke.
Yeah. And then also in episode 126, we had some comments. Lauren put, no t-shirt design creds or white girl photo creds. I am being erased.
That's true. She's super white too.
Yeah, that is true. Yes, she did help design the original shirt that she gave me for Christmas. And then I used that idea to get them screen printed. So yes, she was behind the design of the shirt. So shout out you, Lauren.
Be honest. Is she a top 5 whitest person you know?
She is pretty white.
And also being white is...
She left a 5-minute voicemail about Taylor Swift. She's up there.
That's super white. Being white is less about skin pigmentation as it is attitude and personality.
Yeah, she's very white.
I've been thinking about this a lot lately.
And then Jack Holmgren responded on hers because now you can have like conversations in there. He put, like Dane said, Samuel hates women. So shout out. And then Jack Holmgren had a response, bring back Michael Fuller. The people want him. The people need him. And then Ellie Hoopy responded on that. We want Michael Fuller with like clapping emojis
hands
between each one. And then I responded soon. Angela Birdwell put, listening to the Until Next Week podcast from Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. Just hits different. If y'all want a souvenir, let me know.
I want a scooter from there.
And I put, this is amazing. We always like surprises. So who knows? Maybe we'll get that. And then Reiner, but can I get a free shirt when I win the fantasy football league again?
Yes.
Well, I put, assuming we still have extras at that point in time, this may be a possibility. Unfortunately, collusion will lead one of us to winning it all.
Not true. Because we're going to say yes and then not have a shirt. And we're going to be like, hey, one of us needs to trade all our players to the other person.
Yeah, we need to get this worked out. And then, someone named Dane Beesmeyer, a.k.a. Beans, responded, ask Dane about his top 10 haters of the year. Also, he is handsome.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow. Shout out to that fan.
And is it that time already for haters?
So when you're listening to this, it is June, and that means we are in the last month of Hateitude. And
Big month.
For the last 4 years, this will be the 5th annual. Dane has come out with his top 10 haters of the year. And then last year, many of you wrote in and said that you want Dane to come out with his top 10 fans of the year. And so back-to-back weeks on the 4th of July, which we don't record on the 4th of July probably, but that week of the 4th of July, the top 10 haters will come out. The following week, the top 10 fans will come out. And
I don't want you to dig into it, but do you think there could be some new people on these lists this year?
100% there's a new person. I already have the top 2 for sure. And then rounding it out, I'm like, okay. I'm sure there's some haters that have come out of the woodworks.
I really hope Thomas Shepard Reed makes it on there.
Oh, man. Thomas Shepard Reed.
I mixed it up. I did a Dane. Sorry, Shepard Thomas Reed. I'm so focused on the middle name to get it right that I use it as his first name.
It's Shepard Julio Reed.
Yeah, Shepard Julio Rodriguez Reed.
Julio Rodriguez Montoya de la Rosa.
Shout out. But that'll be a good time when the haters list comes around. So shout out. And also shout out to our sponsors of the week. Yes, Jesus Christ of Nazareth is our number one sponsor of the week. Dane, hit us with a verse. Or a whole sermon, whatever you do.
Ooh, I'm in the wrong thing right here. So I need to go to the verse. So if you guys will flip with me to Luke chapter 10.
Flip. Okay, we're there.
I'm here. Okay, perfect. And so today's verses will be over Luke 10, verses 1 through 3. And so I was reading this just personally the other night, and then I didn't teach last week, and not teaching the following Sunday. So I don't have anything that I'm like pouring through in the Old Testament right now. But I was reading this in my own personal study the other day, and I was like, okay, this is really interesting, and starting to think about a lot of the things. And so what was, let's see here, and the things that I wrote out. And so in this verses here, it says in verse 1, after the Lord appointed 72 others and sent them ahead of him 2 by 2 into every town and place where he himself was about to go. And he said to them, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore pray earnestly to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into the harvest. Go your own way. Behold, I am sending you out as lambs in the midst of wolves. And so we'll break it down just 1, 2, and 3. So verse 1, like he appoints 72 people to go ahead before him and to like more or less like share the gospel and share that, hey, the kingdom of God is at hand, because that's what even Jesus said whenever he first showed up on the scene. And so now we see that Jesus is sending them ahead 2 by 2 in order to kind of spread the message and prep them before he starts to go out into there. And so my first point here is that ministry is always done better together. And so think about all the ministry that you've done by yourself. If you've ever set up a room and tables and chairs by yourself, takes so long and it's so boring, and you're like, why am I doing this? Why can't anybody else do this? I'm too old for this. But then when you have even at least one partner, you're like, oh, this isn't so bad. We'll put on some music, and we oftentimes will. We have chairs that can be stacked up and taken out from our auditorium where we do our gatherings. And so we will recruit like 10 to 15 people to help do the chairs, and it takes like 20 minutes. But if you do it all by yourself, it would take hours. And so it's so much easier to do ministry together than it is to do it separately. In fact, this is exactly how Jesus has told us to go out and do our ministry. And if you want to do something fast, do it by yourself. If you want to go farther, go together. That doesn't work with a chair analogy.
I'll say, you just said if you want to do something fast, do it by yourself. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, well, okay. If you want to do something fast or to the way that you want it to be done, do it by yourself.
Okay, if you want to do it exactly how you want it done, yes.
If you want to do it exactly how you want it done, do it by yourself. But if you want to go further, if you want to take the kingdom of God further, then go together.
Okay.
That's the first point.
That makes more sense. Oh, yeah. You have more points. Okay.
That's the first point. Second point is that this also represents that the mission and the plan is always the same. It's still the same it was then as it is today. We're being sent out into this world with life-saving news about how Jesus is the Son of God that has come to defeat sin and death forever. And by trusting in him, we can have eternal life. And so this is where, like, Jesus is saying, hey, go partner in ministry and go out into these towns proclaiming the good news. Does that sound similar to how we do ministry today, or how we should be doing ministry today? Like, yeah, like, are we going out and just being like, hey, like, I think this guy, like, this car wash needs to be Jesus. And it's like, okay, well, we're not trying to save the car wash. We're trying to save those in the car wash. And so now when you're together and when people see a church and establishments and you start having like cookouts or different, even youth camps, people go with their friends. And then now we're here together where we're all able to talk about, hey, we had a lot of fun, and Jesus allows us to have all of this fun. And that's so good. But let me tell you about something that is the best news that you'll ever hear. How Jesus is the Son of God, came here to defeat sin and death forever. And by trusting in him, we can have eternal life. So the mission is still the same. The plan is still the same. Go out in teams and proclaim the good news. And so now, Luke 10:02, in this second verse here, is the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. So therefore pray earnestly to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest. And so this is actually our college ministry's like mission verse, essentially. We pray every day at 10:02, except for Sundays because we're in the middle of a sermon at that point. But every day at 10:02, we pray that the Lord would raise up more laborers to go out and proclaim the good news, and that our labors would not be in vain, and that we would just be raising disciples and make disciples and make disciples and make disciples, all proclaiming the same message that Jesus is the Son of God and has come to defeat sin and death forever, and by trusting in him, we can have eternal life. And so now, ever since 2021, I looked up some stats. We've had a spike in people starting to follow Jesus, and it's 31% worldwide, and it's like, that's great news. About 1/3 of the world is following Jesus allegedly in some capacity and would claim him as their personal savior. What does that mean, Samuel?
What does it mean?
It means 2/3 of the world, 70% almost, still is not following Jesus. So the work is not done. In fact, there's still like twice as much work to be done. And so, like, are we going to see it in our lifetime that everybody comes to know Jesus? No, because either Jesus is going to return, or like we're not going to be able to spread the news fast enough outside of a huge act of God.
Yeah.
So I want to leave that door open. God can do anything he wants and save anyone who he wants. No one is too far gone. And so he can do anything, but we need to get to work, essentially. And so we're here to proclaim the good news. We cannot force somebody to follow. It is not by our own works, because if you can talk somebody into following God, then somebody else can talk them out of following God. So it takes a work of the Holy Spirit in somebody's lives in order to save them. We are not the saviors. Jesus Christ is the Savior. And lastly, or I already kind of said this, but there's been a rise in years of people following Christ since 2021, but this isn't always accurate, because in the last verse here, there are wolves in sheep's clothing. This is especially true in the Midwest, where people are in the Bible Belt and they're just like, hey, you know what? It's fun, church. You know what they're having tonight? A cookout. I'll go to that, whatever. And who cares if I have to sit through a sermon or whatever? Yeah. I'll even do the rituals. I'll even get baptized. I'll even take communion, all the stuff, so I can have a certain status and credit to where I can ultimately have a community, or people worship me, or I can be out here doing what I want to do. And then one day, and we had a sermon over this a couple weeks ago, Matthew 7 verses 21 through 23, which I would say is probably the scariest verses in the Bible. I clicked on the wrong book.
Hey, it happens.
But Matthew 7, 21 through 23, not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. On that day, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and cast out demons in your name, and do many mighty works in your name? And then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you workers of lawlessness. That is probably the most sobering thing you're ever going to read in the Bible, and our church doesn't shy away from it. And so you're going to get up there, and it's saying here, I did all the things. Think of the things that we do now. We go to church, we read the Bible, we have the small groups and things like that. He's saying people are going to get up there and say, hey, I prophesied in your name. I cast out demons in your name. So I deserve to be in heaven. And he's going to say, that's wrong. And if you're meeting Jesus on Judgment Day, if you ever start the sentence with, I did blank, you're wrong. You are completely wrong, because when you get to heaven, the only thing you can do is say, the only way that I could ever be allowed in your presence or into heaven is because of your finished work on the cross. Because, let's see here, because Jesus is the Son of God and has come to defeat sin and death forever. And by trusting in him, we may have eternal life. His blood, his death, his resurrection as payment for our sins. The only way we get to heaven, and that's the good news of what we're proclaiming to the people in this world. Jesus.
Shout out to Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Number 1, sponsor of the week. Number 2, sponsors of the week, Jake Trust and Art, Jake's Body Shop, and Reverend Banks.
Boo.
Number 3 sponsors of the week, Joe and Julie Hendricks, because they're finally moving back to Florida and they're taking their baby with them.
Jack, we're sending some recruits.
Yes. So, and Jack does know Joe. So, Joe, make sure you somehow become a babysitter of that baby, because obviously if you're in Florida, they're in Florida, you'll be able to see them all the time.
You mean Jack?
What did I say?
You said, Joe, make sure you be a babysitter of this baby.
You know what I mean. Jack, make sure you find a way to be a babysitter of Joe's baby. And I guess also Julie's baby. And
Oakley.
Make Oakley jacked. Jack, make Oakley jacked. There we go.
Dang it.
Shout out. And that's about it for this episode. As we always say, reach out if you want to make clips for us. Or you can still buy shirts. We still have them for $30 shipped. If you want extras on top of that, they're $25 a piece. We still have medium, largest XLs, and 1 double XL left. Not a lot overall, so if you want one, make sure to reach out to us as soon as possible, so that way we can send one to you in your size. Also, if you need 2 pickleball paddles, use a code I'm dying!
Samuel 14434, and you can get $5 off. And also
an extra $5 off at Friday Pickleball.
Yes. Also, send me your money. Thank you.
There's a link in the bio about that for his ministry support. Keep telling your friends if you enjoy the podcast, because if you're listening right now, you are either being tortured or you enjoy the podcast. There's no in between. And then also,
or both.
True. Then also make sure to leave 5 stars, leave those voice memos, follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And thank you again for listening to episode 127 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Bye.